Well, hello there, wherever you are. Things have heated up brilliantly here at Lusignan as we have the final preliminary match in the Guyana Cricket Board Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport, one Guyana Senior Intercounty Women's T20 Championship 2025, and it's the Hinterland women against Essequibo women. And certainly this game promises a lot of excitement with the news from the middle. Essequibo winning the toss. They're having a bat force. Of course, they're led by Laurene Williams. There's Annalisa Digyar, also Anastasia. There is Retimaya, Kumari Pasod, Latoya Williams, Shawnette Belgrave, Tremaine Marks, Yonette Welcome, and also Akila. And bringing up that 11, we have in also Jaria in that 11. So, for the Hinterland women, hello to you, my good friend Nebo.
Just about the same squad in the JIT. Fiona Benjamin, Kelsey Couchman. We've got Kezelle Sampson, of course, sibling to Quinton Sampson, Sarah Beer. Good opening batter, Tamara Fredericks, Tiffany LaRose. We've got Grizel Thomas, also known as Dolly Melania Peters, also in the side. Powerful hitter.
Also known as Milo Peters. Yes, we're looking forward for Milo here today. Here's the first delivery though. Oh, that's a good delivery there. Coming on the front foot, Laurene Williams looking for the expansive on drive. Didn't make contact. A good start by Grizel Thomas.
Right on the money from Grizel Thomas, more affectionately called Dolly. Pretty sure she's not going to be bowling a lot of dollies here today.
This is a good start, good delivery here to Laurene. She's a skipper of the Essequibo team. Thomas hails from the Port Kaituma area, and that's a village that's very close to the famous Jonestown that we all became aware of in 1972, I think. And this is flicked away out through square leg. And Laurene will be off the mark as young Sampson. She collects Kezelle Sampson, patrolling that forward square region. So Essequibo, they're on their way.
Most certainly are. Tremaine Marks taking her guard. She's on strike for the first time this match. And she's had a good season with both bat and ball. Really is a talented all-rounder. Tasked with opening the batting today. And initially she's got to negotiate Grizel Thomas, who started well also.
Yes, this is a good start by the Hinterland ladies. They've enjoyed their cricket. A wonderful bunch. It's always difficult. You come from different parts of the Hinterland, you know, mixing and blending in as a team. It's never ever easy. But they've been staying at the Guyana Cricket Board hostel, living like a family.
Nicely pushed into the leg side by Marks. Easily gets off the mark.
And I think they would like to bat their full 20 overs here, Essequibo. They're the champion team in the Super 50 tournament and playing like real champions. Played undefeated so far, winning both their games. They can win here this afternoon. They'll go into tomorrow's final very, very confident.
Yeah, I really am impressed by what I've seen from this Essequibo side so far, as this one not called a wide, just within that demarcated line, and over number one comes to an end. Essequibo, after the first over, they're two without loss. And again in the JIT, really have been impressed by this young Essequibo side. Of course, they've got a teenager as the captain as well, Laurene Williams. She's done good with the leadership, and a couple of rising stars in the mix.
Yes, and you're looking at the league matches there. Berbice women 4 points from their 3 matches. Of course, winning here today. And Essequibo women 4-2 as well. Berbice having a better run rate. So at that stage, whatever happens this afternoon, you know, if Essequibo wins, they will definitely head that table. So Berbice, they have gone through, and Essequibo already gone through. So the two finalists set exactly. So this is just of academic interest. Well, given out a leg before here, Tremaine Marks, and that was called very early by Nebo here in the come box, looking for the big swing of the bat, a slug sweep, not making contact, missed everything, plumb in front. And that's umpire Raj Narain, normally sets a very high standard. Look at this.
Yeah, full delivery from Fiona Benjamin. Looking to play across the line, Tremaine Marks, and just missing it completely. The umpire reckons that was quite adjacent.
Yes, and giving out leg before. So not a good start here by Essequibo. Let's look at it from this angle here now. That's delivery, full, yes, and hit on the back foot as well. Going down very, very low. Not a good start. Should have been playing straight. So they're 2 for 1. Good for the Hinterland women. They have picked up their first wicket in over number 2.
A good start from Fiona Benjamin. Was plagued with a bit of extras yesterday, as was the case with a lot of the bowlers, but good to see her start accurately here today, picking up a wicket with the very first delivery. Out comes the experienced Kumar Prasad, also another young lady who's had a good tournament so far.
Yes, I agree with you. At 37, you can't be old. You have to be pretty young. She is full of experience, Kumari Prasad. And as we look back at this tournament, Nebo, you know, the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport, they have played a fantastic role in this tournament. Fiona Benjamin, current form, 3 overs, none for 20. That's against Demerara. She has been a good girl, 1 for 23 against 𝒏𝒊𝒐𝒓, and now she's coming up against the Hinterland, looking to improve all the time. Full of energy, Fiona. And like I said, always like that hairstyle. That's a mountainous, what you call Mali on the head. Yes, I was telling you about the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport. Brilliant role in coming on board. And the Honorable Charles Ramson Jr., our Senior Minister of Sport, and of course, Minister Stephen Jacobs. Oh, beaten outside the line of the off stump. That's a good delivery.
Great stuff here from Fiona Benjamin. Creating a lot of problems for the Essequibo batters in the early stages of their innings.
Good delivery, and we'd like to say hello to Honorable Minister Charles Ramson Jr. and Honorable Minister Stephen Jacobs. Thanks, ministers, for a wonderful job coming on board with the Guyana Cricket Board and supporting women's cricket. Now, this is going to be called a wide. And, you know, our Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport, they have done so much for sports in this country, rehabilitating grounds, you know, ensuring clubs getting equipment, supporting individuals and teams in sports, lighting of grounds as well, supporting cricket at the highest level.
Yeah, most definitely. Push down the leg side. Just nudged into the leg side for a single from Kumari, as easy as you like.
That's good play. You need the singles, you need to run the singles, you must know where the opportunities are. And Kumari is an important cog in the wheel for this Essequibo team. And they will need her experience out in the middle, especially preparing for tomorrow's grand final, a replica of the Super 50 final when Essequibo triumphed. Held their nerves, and they came out victorious in the end. Once rain doesn't fall like we feel it will not, tomorrow should be a cracker.
Swept away. Behind square, they completed 1. Coming back for 2, the fielded Beer picks up, and 2 comfortable runs in the end.
Yeah, that was a calculated shot. She's a tall girl, Laurene Williams, stretching long forward. Her profession is teaching. She is teaching at the 3 Miles Secondary School. Yeah, we want to say hello to all the students of 3 Mile Secondary School and all the teachers. Your teacher girl, she has led with class, and she has led Essequibo to the Super 50 Championship, and she's leading them into the final of the T20 tomorrow as well. Put down the chalk, put down the pen and paper, and listen to the broadcast.
Yeah, 3 Mile Secondary, they've got quite the active sports program. Of course, the boys on the 18 side recently participating in the Republic Bank Schools Football Tournament. So one of the teachers representing, and representing with distinction.
Yes, and Laurene herself plays some football as well. Well, that was a full toss down the leg side. Didn't make the kind of contact she was looking for. The end of a fine over by Fiona Belgrave. 2 overs gone. It's 6 for the loss of 1.
Yeah, 2 overs gone, just 6 runs on the board, and the important wicket going down. Just coming back to what you were saying about the Nakisha Narayan doing some bat replacement in favor of Kumari. I just wanted to add a bit on what you said about the works being done by the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport. I'm most impressed by the fact that they're not only seeking to create an environment that is conducive to players, but also they're looking to create an environment conducive to viewership. And a lot of work has been done to develop stands and seating areas for persons to actually come out and enjoy different sporting activities.
And you're so right about that, Nebo. Over number 3. Well, getting inside the stumps, they're looking to swing down the leg side, but it was pitched outside the line of the leg stump. Kumari has to be careful here. Grazel Thomas, she's a fine bowler. And you see, as the tournament progresses, the ladies from the Hinterland, you're seeing the improvement. And, you know, that augurs well for their cricketer.
And that's all you can ask of yourself as a very inexperienced side, is that you would learn from your experiences.
Well, that's a nasty one, Kumari Prasad, missing everything here. And that ball actually clicked into the body. I doubt whether it reached the helmet. It wasn't that high, but she missed it completely. Somewhere around the chest area. The visor. That could have been dangerous if it went into the neck. You don't want to be hit in that area at all. There is where all the nerves and veins connect.
She looks to be okay. A strong young lady. And this one flicked away behind square. 1 bounce, 2 bounces, and into the boundary.
Yes, well, she picked this one up nicely. The timing was there. The body movement inside the line of the delivery, and the bat coming through nicely. That's a fine shot. Look at this one. Everything was good about it. Kumari gets the boundary.
They're releasing the pressure a bit with that shot. Just helping that delivery. Not looking to go too hard at it, but picking the gap quite nicely.
And Thomas will feel that I didn't get it right with the first 2 deliveries there. Just want to enjoy, get back when I bowl the first over into that corridor.
Looking for that sweep shot once again. This time a bit too wide on the leg stump for her to make any contact, and the umpire signals accordingly. So an extra being added to the total, and that delivery is going to have to be re-bowled.
Yes, certainly. Has to watch it here. Do not want to give away too many extras whatsoever. You want to be on target here, Thomas. Started off extremely well.
This time in front of square on the leg side, picked up at mid-wicket. Just a single to Kumari Prasad. It brings the captain, Laurene Williams, back on strike. Bit of a misfeel, but they decide against attempting the extra run.
Yes, Maria Williams coming into this game for her first match as well. Fielded well. And we also have another debutant, Susan Balvadora. Big drive. That's a lovely looking shot. That's going to run pretty close towards the boundary. He's not going to get there. The return comes in. Just 2. But look to play fluently, and did there, Laurene Williams.
A nice aggressive straight drive from Laurene Williams, picked up by her opposite number, Kelsey Couchman, on the boundary. One delivery to come in over number 3. Pitched up, pushed into the offside, and no run and offer. 3 overs gone. Essequibo, they're 14 for 1. So a current run rate after the first 3 overs, just above 4.5, 4.67 to be exact. Projected score of 93.
Yes, so after losing the early wicket of Marks, these two are fighting back. So far, both of them, they look pretty good. Both of them looking to play their shots. And Laurene Williams continues her good form. She's having a splendid season. It's going to be Fiona Belgrave to continue. Fiona Benjamin. Thank you.
Another one. Pumped in front of square. On the leg side, Kumari Prasad capitalizing on a full delivery from Benjamin. And way too loose for Kumari Prasad.
Yes, and even yesterday in that abandoned game, when the Hinterland won the toss and sent in Demerara to bat, Barcoy made use of all the full tosses served up on her. And it's happening again today. Too many full tosses, it means boundaries.
Looking to go leg side once again, this time struck on the pad. And it's going to be picked up by the field at third man. We're going to wait for the signal from the umpire. No signal. Would suggested that she just might have got a bit of bat on that one. Williams back on strike. Driven down the ground. It's going to beat those fielders at mid-on and mid-off. Couchman still in pursuit. Stops it before it runs into the boundary. And 2 more runs to Laurene Williams. So apart from the wicket of Tremaine Marks, a good fluent start here for Team Essequibo. A healthy run rate of just about 6 runs and over.
Look at this one. Brilliant shot straight to the fielder. The return comes in. That's from Quizel Sampson. Good feeling, good looking shot. And she's such an elegant player, Laurene Williams. I think Kumari, despite being the senior partner, will do well to learn a thing or two from her. While you want to score and score quickly, you can't be reckless. Kumari has looked good, but some naughty shot in between.
Stopped at mid-on. No chance of a single. Well, Kumari is going to play her natural game. I think in this partnership, Laurene Williams will be quite content to turn it over to Kumari, who has prepared herself to be the aggressive one in this partnership.
Has to be careful though, choose the right balls. Good looking shot. Create a little bit of a misfield there, Tiffany LaRose. She slid and went down badly there. One hopes that she hasn't done any huge problem to her ankle. That isn't looking good at all for young Tiffany LaRose. Oh, goodness gracious me. That was a bad slide. I only hope she has some pegs there. But she's down. Yes, there are pegs there. That's not good for her at all. The most bubbly character on the Hinterland team going down. And that is very, very sad to see. Yes, good to see. She is actually sitting up now at the moment. She's gone down again there. And Tiffany is in some agony. yeah, looking to save a ball, and in the end just sliding a little. Those injuries can be really, really painful. Is it the knee? Is it the ankle? She did hit the knee very hard. We're not getting a clear picture of where, you know, she's getting some tendon there, whether it's a knee, whether it's an ankle. Well, I've just been told it's an ankle actually. 24 for the loss of one though. 4 overs gone.
Yeah, unfortunate. We're going to hope that young Tiffany LaRose doesn't stay down for too much longer, and with a bit of treatment she's going to be back on her feet and ready to continue her participation in this game. As we have a look at the scorecard so far for Essequibo: 24 for 1, Tremaine Marks, LBW2 Fiona Benjamin, and so far a bit of a rebuilding partnership between the captain Laurene Williams and Kumar Prasad.
Yes, certainly rebuilding nicely too after that loss of the first wicket. So Tiffany is still having some repair job being done to that ankle. We wish her all the best. Kumari Prasad, she's on 13 from 10, continues to play her shots. And Laurene Williams, 8 from 11. Looks the picture, look very solid, looks to be in good form as well. Fiona Benjamin, 2 overs for 14. That's a little bit on the expensive side. But lovely conditions. We can look forward to tomorrow's final between these very two teams. In fact, between Berbice and Essequibo. What can we expect tomorrow?
Well, it's going to be a mouth-watering contest, and of course the Babicians, they're going to be looking for a bit of redemption. Of course, not able to secure that 50 overs title. Essequibo coming up trumps in that final. So Berbice, they will believe as though they've got a lot to play for.
Yes, certainly. And once the weather holds like we think it is going to hold, you know, if you're close by the ground, wherever you are, you like cricket and you want to support female cricket, please come on down to, well, that's going to be conform the venue. Whether it's going to be LBI, I'm being told, or whether it's going to be Lusignan, I'm not too sure. No doubt that news will be reaching us, so we can reach out to people to let them know where that grand finale will take place. And our commentary box has been blessed with the presence once again today for the first time by John Ramsing. John will be coming on board after this over, replacing me. I'll take a little rest, allow our friend Nebo to continue. Has been a find for us here, and I'm happy that, you know, I have played a part in getting him on board. Willing character. And we wish him all the best as he continue his art. Multi-talented individual. Whether dancing, whether singing. Yes, John, you come on board. Some more from Nebo, and then it's going to be the voice of John Ramsing.
Yeah, kind compliments coming from Indigit. Most definitely appreciate those words. As we say hello to Mr. John Ramsing. Getting ready for the commencement of over number 5. Griselle Thomas will continue. 2 overs for 10 runs so far. Tiffany LaRose, she's left the field. Bit of misfortune, and more importantly to the Hinterlands All-Stars, LaRose has been one of their strike bowlers in both formats. So given that she's now left the field, it's going to be a concern for the captain as it relates to who she can get a few overs from. Good afternoon, John Ramsing.
Hello, Delvin. Hello, everyone. It's good to see that we have a cricket here at Lusignan this afternoon. Lots of rain yesterday afternoon, lots of rain overnight, and early this morning as well along the coast and in Georgetown. Second game of the doubleheader. Chance for a run at the strikers then. Could pick up, but a wayward throw coming in from Balvador, it looks like. Yes, the girl from Kwaiko village in the Rupununi. Wow. Had it been a bit closer to the keeper, Kumari Prasad might have been a goner. She is quick, the 37-year-old, but I think she would have been looking for a silver medal on that occasion.
Yeah, she would have been struggling to make her ground if that was a better throw. Nonetheless, from her perspective, all's well that ends well. She's facing up to Thomas, and this one a full delivery. Pull behind square. Fredericks in pursuit. She's not going to get there. 4 more to Kumari Prasad.
Silver medal to Fredericks for this occasion. Nicely played. Not going to hit it too hard. She's realized that every over she's going to get a full toss at least from these opening bowlers. And she was waiting on that one nicely. And pulled behind square. Fredericks a little bit more forward of square. And she had to run a long way to her right. And just came second. But it's a good positive start from Essequibo women. Warming up for the final tomorrow against Berbice.
Yeah, she really did put the wheels on in an effort to save that boundary, Fredericks. Nonetheless, Kumari Prasad picking the gap to perfection and picking up a boundary. Big appeal, struck on the pad, and she's got to go. So good comeback from Dolly. Giselle Thomas, after being struck for a boundary, strikes back with the important wicket of Kumari Prasad.
The sense that is what was coming because Giselle Thomas is a quick thinker. She learns very quickly as well. And realizing that full toss is not going to get wickets. And this time hitting maybe just on the line of the off stump in the eyes of umpire Omarat Samaru. Kumari Prasad, not a tall girl, so height not a factor at all. A slight shimmy, if anything, playing back on the crease. She's gone. 29 now for 2. And hard hitting shot at Belgrave is going to make her way now into the middle. It's a good time for Belgrave to come. Disappointment for Kumari Prasad nonetheless.
Yeah, Belgrave has had a good T20 tournament so far. Still got a lot of overs to face here today. Just about 15.2 overs remain in this contest. "11 matches, a high score of 22 just a couple of days ago.
This is her format. Shorter it is better for her. So she's going to have a go immediately. I don't think she's going to take too long to have a look at what Giselle Thomas is serving up. Hinterland All Stars now with that wicket, we're looking to peg away at this Essequibo side. Lots of familiarity, I can tell you that, among these players and these two teams. Lots of them will be playing with Essequibo players from the Hinterland All Stars in the respective academies, whether it's along the coast in region number 1.
Yeah, most certainly a lot of these young ladies also qualifying to play for Essequibo if there wasn't a Hinterland All Stars team in this tournament.
Yeah, one such player is the bowler, Giselle Thomas of Port Kaituma in region number 1. That Matakai area, Matthews Ridge, Barometer. Those areas known for the minerals, the manganese and the Matthews Ridge area. And of course the 4 miles for the Jim Jones massacre. So lots of history in region number 1 in that Matakai sub-region.
And definitely producing a few gems to represent this Essequibo side in this tournament. Beaten outside the off stump. Keeper unable to take it cleanly. They come through for a single, and that brings us to the end of over number 5. Essequibo women, they're 31 for 2. We're going to have a change in the bowling attack. It's going to be the young lady from Zeeburg on the west side, Sarah Beer.
Just at a point stable. So Essequibo in the final. We're having a warm-up for that final, which will come up tomorrow against Berbice women. Demerara losing their second game today. And the Hinterland All-Stars, even if they take 2 points from this game, it will not be enough to displace Berbice nor Essequibo. That's poor. She's a much better bowler than that, but she's very playful. She loves to experiment. So she's actually with a loosener. If she bowls the way she can bowl, I think she can be a handful at any team that she's going to be playing with, Sarah Beer.
Yeah, good all-round talent. I'm not exactly sure what she was going for with that very first delivery. Just going to have to zone in, think about what she wants to accomplish. This one pitched up once again. Firm on drive.
Powerful drive from Shawnat Belgrave. Usually they would stay their respective creases because it went so quickly to the fielder. But it chanced the arm and managed to get home. Oh, look at that away movement. So Laurene Williams as well, having her troubles despite being there for some 15 deliveries now, playing and missing. But there's a little bit of away movement from Sarah Beer after pitching.
Sweetly timed. Picked up at mid-on. The scoreboard keeps ticking along nicely.
Has the makings to be a very high scoring game. Running her fingers across the seam. So she seems to be having a little bit of knowledge, maybe, or from Giddings, who's the manager of the Hinterland All-Stars team, might have been working with her, or of a former West Indies seamer. How's that? Big appeal. Everyone going up except the umpire. The man that matters the most, Ahmed Rajnarain. That was pretty close. Well bowled.
Yeah, a bit of a noise. Even an appeal coming from beyond the fence.
Good take again from the keeper. Lateral movement from Beer in her opening over. Power play completed. It's now 34 for 2.
Yeah, the bowler Beer was interested in the penultimate delivery of that over. Tracy and Hartman, the wicketkeeper, also interested. And a few of these gentlemen looking on from the outside, interested as well. Getting ready for a bit of a relaxation in the field as the power play comes to an end.
Yeah, lots of construction beyond the fence here at Lusignan. And we can see Tiffany LaRose back on the field. She's going to pick up the attack from the northern end, the highway end here at Lusignan. Just about 4 kilometers from LBI, which is also a ground right next to the public road where the heavy traffic is evident. So just a little bit of a stone's throw away. But conditions, because of rain, made LBI unplayable here at Lusignan because I have a good covering of grass. Much better for cricket today. Little starts with a juicy full toss. Coming back for the second. They'll get it easily because it went far. There's an appeal. Belgrave was running a bit too slow. Its second was always on. It was way down at mid-wicket. The fielder from mid-on had to run across to our right. In the end, sent a good return. Good service to the bowler.
Yeah, good effort from Belgrave in the end. Didn't see it necessary to bring out the dive. But a better throw might have made that pretty interesting.
Pace on. Equal to the task is Williams. Good feeling from the fittest person in the team, Fiona Benjamin. Running around to her right and sends a nice return. Sometimes she just releases the ball too quick and not that accurate. This time she was accurate. Fly tail is in the air, in the gap as well. Peters giving chase. Excitement galore in this game. We had an 11 overs aside game earlier between arch rivals Berbice and Demerara. Berbice getting the better of Demerara again to set up a final with Essequibo. Tamara Fredericks on screen. Beats the keeper. Hartman is a tall girl. Also beats the debutant Balvador. The remaining decreases, however. I think Captain Laurene Williams wants more of the experienced LaRose.
And Tiffany LaRose always capable of creating problems for batters. Quite familiar with bowling early in the innings, utilizing the new ball. Just 4 runs conceded so far. Looking to finish strongly here. Laurene Williams pushes it into the onside for a single. 7 overs gone. The score is now 39 for 2. Nikisha Narayan not involved in this particular match, but she's been a good bowler for Team Essequibo. I'm just wondering if, given that Essequibo have already qualified for the final, if they just took the opportunity to give someone else a bit of a run. Nikisha Narayan has been one of the go-to bowlers for Laurene Williams when in need of a wicket.
I think I have to agree with you on that one. It's a rotation policy, giving someone else an opportunity to have senior in the county experience. Beer starts her second.
Looking for 2.
And it's moments like those that cause a whole lot of frustration in the entire team. And the captain herself fumbles and allow the extra run to be taken easily.
And Laurene Williams and Shawnette Belgrave remaining quite alert, looking to capitalize on any opportunities to pick up an extra run. Couple of dot balls from Sarah Beer.
Yeah, she's a thinker, Beer. Knows exactly what she wants from the ball, but not always lucky to get it the way she's looking for. A little bit in the air, flighted. With her natural ability, when she is running in with some seam-up deliveries, she has the ability to move that ball away from right-handers, sort of like banana swing, if you think about it. She's not looking for seam today, just pace off. Not a bad option. Chance for run-out this time. Gone. Gone. From the naked eye, you can tell it was gone. Umpire Raj Narayan just delaying the inevitable for a moment, being very dramatic about it. And I'm sure Belgrave's mouth was in her, her heart was in her mouth for a moment. Quick single. Everyone on the ball in terms of their eyes. Return comes in now. Beer collects. Had to run up to effect the run out. And there is short of the ground. Excellent work all wrong. This is good cricket from the Hinterland All-Stars. Mariah Williams getting that throw accurately to the bowler. And Beer doing the rest.
Yeah, great work on that occasion. A team effort to remove the dangerous Shawnette Belgrave. Has been in good touch. And now we're going to have a look at Anastasia Valenzuela, another young lady who's been in good form in the T20 version of this year's Women's Senior Inter-County competition.
So they've picked up the big wicket of Belgrave, but I'm sure they'll be happy to see the back of these two players at the crease now. If they stay for maybe 5 overs, Essequibo will be setting up a mammoth total if the Hinterland All-Stars do not get it right. But Beer and the rest of the team now with that run out, I tell you what, they've been working hard on their fielding, realizing that their bowling may not be able to get wickets caught like before bowled, but the thinking of running out these players says a lot about what they think of their ground fielding. Excellent fielding again from Mariah Williams. Just had that run out opportunity which was taken, and now excellent stop. Wicket in over number 8 for the 3 for 3.
A single off the last delivery to keep the captain Laurene Williams on strike. Sarah Beer, 2 overs for 7 runs as we see Mariah Williams, the fielder behind that brilliant run out. Good return back to the bowler Beer. Teamwork making the dream work, John Ramsing. We're going to have more from Tiffany LaRose, the vice captain of this side.
At the start of the over, we saw the captain misfeeling, but then the team spirit lifted with excellent work from Williams. LaRose into her second over. Very steady and over her head. You get the impression Laurene Williams looking to hit the ball too hard, losing her timing as she's going for power. Maybe she can look at it the other way around. She'll be able to score much freer than she is at the moment. She's not bogged down by any stretch of the imagination, but just that if she should try to play the ball a bit more in terms of watching it onto the bat rather than looking to muscle it away, she might be able to score some more.
Yeah, I agree with you there, John. Just looking to force the issue a bit as it relates to looking for power instead of timing. Flicked into the leg side by Valenzuela. They come through for 1, looking for 2. And a rifle throw from Beer. A good decision not to attempt that second run.
So every day is a learning, is an opportunity for learning, right, Delwyn? Going to school, you know, B-A-A-R is Beer, B-A-R-E is Beer, B-E-E-R is Beer. But coming to this tournament, we've seen B-H-E-I-R, another Beer. Quite interesting. That was off the edge. Williams on 19, the captain. She has done everything right for herself and side in this year's tournament, barring the first game of the Super 50 tournament. And she was dismissed without scoring. After then, everything she touched turned to goal. Laurene Williams. Flighted, full toss. Good work from Thomas. It's a small ground, perfect for women's cricket. And that's why it's so exciting when these teams meet. That ball, once it passed the inner ring of 25 yards, can run away. So that's why someone like Thomas, who's on the perfect position at straight mid wicket, had to put everything behind that ball to stop it.
Tiffany LaRose searching here. You can see the concentration on her face. Pitched up just outside the line of the off stump. And again, Just dragged down towards mid-on for a single.
Indecision because the ball was played to Laurene Williams again, but a single to end the ninth, 47 for 3.
Projected score of 104. I reckon they're going to be looking for a little bit more than that. Essequibo, current run rate over 5.22. A well set Laurene Williams. Valenzuela, 2 from 2. And a lot of wind coming across from the northeastern direction of the ground.
I have a question for you as you look at those coconut trees dancing in the distance. Will you put your hammock under those trees? That was the catch, actually. With those winds, it can be very risky with coconuts falling off the inner part of the bat, missing the leg stump, not by much. 48 now for 3, but living dangerous there, Valenzuela. She as well, naturally attacking, but want to muscle the ball around. And when she gets going, she looks so beautiful in full flight.
Yeah, Valenzuela definitely one of the ball beaters in this tournament. Well bowled from Beer. Fighting back quite nicely here. Hasn't been able to pick up a wicket as yet.
So she's running into the breeze. Just a single. You can hear the applause of the spectators. The singles, they're coming, but they're not hurting the Hinterland All-Stars. I mentioned it's a smallish ground here at Lusignan. Boundary is just about 50 to 52 meters. Well flighted. Good feeling this time. Fiona Benjamin single to bring up the 50 nonetheless. Spirited, and then look at that. Direct hit to the non-striker's end. Might have hit her on her knees, but she's a football player. Loves the game of football as well. So might have taken some more blows than that. 50 on the board nonetheless. 50 for 3 in the 10th.
Excellent ground feeling from Fiona Benjamin. I tell you what, John, if she wasn't able to cut that off, it would have gone desperately close to being another boundary. 2 deliveries to come in over number 10.
Away movement this time from Beer. Umpire Rajnarayan might have been tempted to call a wide, but it actually moved as a bit forward after pitching. So final delivery of the 10th coming up. We'll have to reload and extend the 10th. Always with a smile on her face as well, Sarah. She loves her cricket. Makes it look so easy sometimes. Valenzuela running for a single that's not on. Sent back by her captain. Danger averted. 51 for 3 at the halfway stage. Drinks break over. Players had some time not only to take some refreshments but to think about the position of the game. Essequibo women 51 for 3 after 10. And after a little tooks, Inderjeet is back with us. Inderjeet Prasad. We'll be happy to see Tiffany LaRose back on the field as well. First ball after the drinks break. The call is 2. They'll come back for the second, but they'll have to really accelerate. In the end, they got their captain, Kelsey Couchman, very slow in getting that return back. Inderjeet, welcome back. How's your tooks?
Thank you very much, John. It was good. Good for the palate. Off the back foot. This is trash through extra cover and out towards the boundary for 4. That's a great shot by Anastasia Venezuela. What a fine shot.
Over pitching, and the breeze has picked up significantly. So maybe previously that ball would have been sort of like a Yorker, but this time over pitching because of the extra breeze. And once it be that inner ring, is going to run away.
Yes, I've heard a lot about her. I've seen her this season. Didn't really set the ground ablaze, but you see the spark of brilliance from her. Will this be the innings? So far she has looked good. 11 from 7. And the skipper continues to set high standards, Laurene Williams.
So what they've done as well, Essequibo, they look to take on the arm of the fielders. So when the ball is pretty safe, they turn half of a run into a run. And I think they have a plan on the Anthony Adams guidance, the coach, not to soak up dot balls. So they want to run most, if not everything.
Yes, and I think it's a right attitude, but you have to be very selective. Off the back foot, the edge found. That's going to hustle away towards the boundary. It wouldn't get there. But once again, they came so close in picking up that valuable scalp in Laurene Williams.
The captain edging again, giving it half of a chance. Look at that flighted delivery, hint of turn, and the keeper there not able to gather. And also the fielder who's at the fly slip position in Peters cannot stop it too more easily. Captain Couchman under some pressure.
11 overs gone, 61 for the loss of 3. Jono, just reflecting on that catch that I felt Couchman should have taken, just tell you a little bit more about that. And you're looking here, Naomi Barcoy, 3 innings, 56 runs, a highest of 31. Followed by Madramutu, 20 runs, 3 innings. Belgrave, 43 runs actually from 2 innings. Those are the top run getters in the T20 tournament, and we can come down on. But Barcoy, Madramutu, both of them from the Demerara team, and they do not manage to get to the final.
Yeah, he had not a lot of scores individually in this T20s tournament, but a lot of persons getting starts, like Madramutu, like Barcoy, like Belgrave. So, again, we've seen ball dominating bat. Over number 12, Benjamin is back for her 3rd. And if there's one thing Couchman must be credited for, is her rotation of bowlers, not allowing the bowlers to get too tired and not allowing the batters to have a sight of a bowler for too long. So Benjamin had an opening spell of 2 overs, and now she's back.
Yes, and certainly she has handled the team well. Whatever warriors she has, she used them to the best of her knowledge. And look at the use of the feet again by Laurene Williams there. Good feeling down at mid-on. That's Maria Williams. And she has done well in that position at short, wide, mid-on. But I like the use of feet of Laurene Williams. Seems to be a very, very good dancer.
Yeah, I love to see her timing the ball a little bit more, however. In the air, but there's a little gap there, just at a straightish extra cover by mid-off. Milo Peters collects very quickly to her right. But a single was on because there was a gap there.
And this is an impressive fielding display by the Hinterland women in this game in particular. They've been brilliant in the field, running, attacking the ball, anticipating, getting those return as quick as possible. So they're indeed learning.
That one would have been wide had she not gotten baton to that one, Valenzuela. In the end, it's just a single. You can see the fitness level of Fiona Benjamin is up. She's been bowling. She's been a go-to bowler for the Hinterland All-Stars. She's been in the outfield, very electric. And with Pat when given the opportunity, she's been trying her level best to set it up for her team. One of the sparks of this Hinterland All-Stars. In the air, Giselle Sampson not running in. Opposite to run across to cut it off.
Yes, maybe a little bit better effort running into the ball. Could have seen her trying to get a catch there. She didn't went for the catch. But you mentioned Fiona Benjamin. She's a live wire. She has sparkled out in the middle. 110% effort all the time.
How's that? What they were appealing for, we'll have to wait and see. But it was a good delivery. Angled into the right, to the left-handed batter. Good take from the keeper as well. There's a nervous look Valenzuela gave the umpire. Certainly not a decision for a leg before. Might have been for a nick to the keeper.
Absolutely
well
so.
legit.
Yes, exactly. It was indeed, after 12 overs gone, 64 for the loss of 3. And if you can keep down a rampaging Essequibo team at this stage, losing 3 wickets, 64 runs on the board, consider yourself that you have done well, especially after Essequibo won the toss and deciding to bat.
Grimond with 6 scalps, the leading wicket taker in the tournament. Kiana Leach, 5. Kaisia Schultz, before today, has 4. So you see the bowlers there dominating. Full toss to start over number 13. But Gazelle Thomas, quite an athlete as well, does the fielding. LaRose now for her final over in the JIT. It's like the last roll of the dice for some important blows with ball for the Hinterland All-Stars, with Tiffany LaRose, the most experienced in terms of hard ball playing. So she is really the trump with the ball.
There's a big drive off the back foot, hit pretty hard indeed, but straight to the fielder, and she was winding up at that one. Anastasia played it well, timing was good, gets it down towards wide long off, and once again Couchman, she has her fielders in very good position where they could actually save the boundaries and prevent the twos.
Captain's knock so far from Laurene Williams. They were thinking about a quick single without looking at a fielder running in from behind. It was Peters, who's quite an athlete as well, from Saxacali Village, who was darting in to prevent a single or even to execute a run out. Down the track, in the chance for run out and no strikers, and how's that? Stumps broken, umpire finger goes up. Omarat Samar, who says you're out, Valenzuela. Chance again created via run out, and the Hinterland All-Stars taking it. It's Valenzuela who goes for 13. 6 for 4 in over number 13.
Yes, she made a brave effort to get back there, but it was a little bit too late. Look at this one here, and once again LaRose coming from high, getting down and getting the bails off. And yes, you're gone, says umpire Samaru. Give credit to the girls from the Hinterland. They're playing, and they're playing real hard. Fiona Benjamin can't keep her out of the game. She realized there was the chance. Let us look at it from this angle again. Tiffany collects the ball. The bat came in, and well, I think that's a tough one. Very, very tough one. We are seeing it here on third eye. She was actually home. That's clear as a picture. But umpire Samaru says, no, you have to go.
Umpire Obalat Samaru got himself in a very good position to see. So
well, sometimes it goes for you, sometimes it works against you. That's the nature of the game. And his opinion at the time, that was out, and he raised the dreaded finger. But she was a long way home.
Partnership broken. And Alyssa Degar, who's also very capable. Now in the middle, look at this, beautifully played off the toes. Oh, that's timing for you.
Yes, and she made that into good timing because of the movement, stretching forward to it, picking the pitch of the delivery, turning the wrist over it, and looks good. She has a good chance here in getting a half century. Was a pity Barcoy didn't get to the half century yesterday. Rains came and stopped that.
Down to the end of her spell. Edging again, but straight to the fielder. One bounce. The fielder short third is in a run-saving position rather than a catching position. And in the end, it's a dot ball to end over number 13. 6-7 for 4. The Gara still there, yet to get off the mark. And Captain Williams on 28. Essequibo winning it. Essequibo batting for us. Guyana Water Incorporated tank in the background. Tank that serves the few villages in this neighboring area. Annandale, Lusignan, maybe Buxton as well. Still a windy afternoon in the Jeet. Tomorrow the final right here at Lusignan. It's a dress rehearsal, you'll see, for Essequibo. They're assured of that final spot, like Berbice, who disposed of Demerara earlier today in an abbreviated game.
Well, normally when India and Pakistan reach in cricket, they say that's World War again. Tomorrow when Berbice and Essequibo reach, what do you call that? It's going to be an inter-county war. Certainly. At 6-7 for the loss of 4, 7 overs remaining. Current run rate 5.15. Annalisa Digyar just come to the wicket. And her cricket has improved with every single match.
Kelsey Couchman, captain for the Hinterland All-Stars, picks up the attack. As well, pace off. The registered nurse in the team works at the Linden Hospital Complex in region number 10 from a place called Mortaro.
Mortaro, what a fine name. Off the back foot here. They're going to go through for the single. Sarah sends the returning. Good stiff return by Sarah Beer. That's excellent fielding here. And listen, I am impressed, with the feeling of the Hinterland girls. This is showing that they're never giving up. They have learned tremendously. They have learned fast and putting in the effort. Congratulations to them, man. This is the best I've seen them feel in the entire tournament.
Captain Couchman has been guilty of either no balls or wides. Lots of extras coming off of her bowling this season.
Yes, and had a little chat with Captain Couchman. She said she started to play hardball again sometime around May month this year. Normally she plays a lot of softball. She's worried when they go back to their various communities in the hinterland, how do they regroup as a team?
Past the keeper, who's also origin number 10, Araima village in the upper Berbice River. By signal by umpire Amit Rajnarain. Minister Sarah Brown Shadiq, the Honorable Minister of Marine Affairs, has a plan for that based on what President Irfan Ali has pretty much instructed. Minister Stephen Jacobs as well, working with that plan. Minister Sarah Brown when the team visited her, gave her a courtesy call last Thursday in the Jeet, promised kits, equipment kits for each of the players as they head back to their respective villages. Minister Jacobs as well will be looking to have certified and qualified coaches in the respective areas. So coaches and the players who will be going back with a whole new tournament of experience will be able to work with new players. So next year the pool will be wider to choose from. And why wait until next year? Minister said we'll be having regular tournaments so we can see competitions bringing out players on a regular basis. It's a work in progress that will continue. It won't stop and start, stop and start. It's going to be continuous progress, continuous work.
Yes, and that is expected with our Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport as over number 14 completes here, 72 for the loss of 4. And knowing His Excellency, Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, he does not only give you one thing, he gives you a package. And this is his brainchild, to get cricketers from the hinterland to come to the coast to play the game. He's not going to leave them in choppy waters. He's going to ensure that he equip them. And congratulations to both Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports, Charles Jr., along with Minister Stephen Jacobs, and of course the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs. I've known Minister Sarah for a long time. She's the head of the PYO in Ghana, wonderful lady, and she's not going to leave them as well. We need that complete package, and it's going to happen.
We saw Tiffany LaRose completing her spell. Now Griselle Thomas with 1 for 17 from 3 previous overs. Will a Bill Rappaport spell after this over? Just a single. Hinterland All-Stars wouldn't mind this single in the Jeet. Laurene Williams have been a bit free scoring to say the least. And to have Annalisa Degar, who's fresh at the crease on strike, she's capable of the big hits and also scoring freely, but seems a little bit nervous at the moment. So they wouldn't mind bowling to Annalisa Degar as opposed to Captain Laurene Williams.
And look at Griselle Thomas here. She isn't looking for too much of a pace. Look at the concentration level of her eyes, reaching that crease and delivering that ball just about the line of the off stump. When you can have Annalisa Degar facing 6 dot deliveries without getting off the mark, it says that the bowling is good.
And good support in the outfield as well from the fielders. Look at that, a little bit of swing in the air. Looking for a second that's not on.
And look at that return, John. Once again, who is it? Fiona Benjamin, right over the top of the stumps from long on. That's brilliant feeling once again. She has the strength, she has the energy, she understands the game.
Straying down the leg side. And again another extra. 75 for 4 in the 15th. But the commitment that we've seen and the willingness to learn from the Hinterland All-Stars is really something commendable. Each one of them can hold their heads high. They're pioneers, but they're going back into the respective villages as ambassadors. That was in the air. And just as I was saying, Annalisa Degar will not be able to get the ball away like Williams, who spent long at the crease. She's more free scoring. So when Degar gets on strike, the Hinterland All-Stars will try to strangle her, keep her in that crease, because they won't mind at all bowling to her as opposed to the captain.
Yes, and I think that should be the strategy. You want to get Williams off strike, and because she's the set one there, 32 from 48, has been a fine innings, the skipper, holding the team together.
And Griselle Thomas, at the start of the Super 50s tournament, can see she was a little bit circumspect. Now, Her confidence is high, running in much faster. Has a good rhythm to the crease. And landing in much better areas more consistently.
And this is a young lady that, you know, should be worked with. Full toss down the leg side, wide this time. Trying a little bit too hard here for the extra pace. Go back to the good things you do. Just slow it down a little. You want to curtail the free scoring. And because of that, you don't want to give away wides.
It's two things happening there. It's the last ball of her spell, and also it's a big prize on strike. Laurene Williams, they desperately want to see the back of Williams, who's holding this innings nicely together. So that's why you get to that effort from Thomas. It's aerial, but a single. Williams will keep strike at the start of the 16th. 15 overs completed, 17-9 for 4.
Seven to 9 for the loss of 4. 1 for 24 from her 4 overs. 𝒔𝒐𝒏𝒊𝒐𝒓, very good figures in the circumstances, what transpired out in the middle, with Essequibo winning the toss and batting first, led by their skipper, Laurene Williams, who opened the batting 33 from 50, just joined by Annalisa Diggar, 1 from 7. They're scoring at 5.27. That's a healthy scoring rate. But I think in the circumstances, the Hinterland women, they have done an extremely good job to keep a very strong Essequibo team to 79 for 4 after 15. As over number 16 begin, 𝒊𝒐𝒓 will begin that. Hello to you, Nebo. 79 for the loss of 4.
Yeah, 79 for 4. Not exactly where the Essequibo women would have hoped to be at this stage. Nonetheless, still poised to put up a match-winning total as we see the captain 𝒊𝒐𝒓 start with a wide.
Yeah, down the leg side too. Looking to float the delivery up. She did, but the direction was bad. Not a good start. First delivery sending down a wide. And Laurene Williams is in strike. Well, this is going to be another wide. Yes. Wide, way outside the line of the off stump. Laurene knew that. She didn't bother to work up a sweat. Allows it to go by for the umpire to do this stuff.
Yeah, wayward start here from 𝒊𝒐𝒓. Not what you want from your captain. On the flip side, Essequibo's captain has been remarkable as she picks up another single behind square on the offside. As a matter of fact, they're going to come back for 2. Excellent running between the wickets.
Good return as well. Running all the way there, Tiffany LaRose from fine third man. Couldn't stop the second, but she had the presence of mind to ensure she fired in the return. Good looking shot once again by Laurene.
Yeah, above average height as it relates to both females currently out in the middle. Another wide from Couchman.
Yes, and skipper 𝒊𝒐𝒓 just need to talk to herself a little. Just don't want to stray. Watch where that arm is falling away, guiding the ball way outside the off stump or down the leg side. Get it as straight as possible. There is a long on. So if you can get it on the middle stumps, well, she get it way outside the leg stumps. How many wide she has sent down so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not good enough. So this is going to be at least how much? 10 ball over.
Essentially, it's a 6 off of the first delivery. 6 runs conceded so far. Just 1 legitimate delivery in the over.
She wants to get this right. Other than this, they have been fighting. She has handled the team well, 𝒊𝒐𝒓. Off the back foot. Cannot beat Sarah Beer down at extra cover. And if she had only played with soft hands, look how many singles she can get in that direction. Just drop it at the feet and you can get a single there, Laurene Williams. Down the track. Big drive. Down to mid-on. Where was Annalisa de Geer going? There was never going to be a single there. Maria Williams. She's very fast in down at wide mid-on.
Yeah, not able to pick up that one cleanly, Maria Williams. Annalisa de Geer looking for that single. Sent back by her skipper. And another delivery, terribly down the leg side. Wide signaled accordingly.
Well, there has been just 2 runs off the bat. Majority of the runs, that's 5 of them, has come through wides. And it means 5 extra deliveries as well. And 𝒌𝒐𝒆, she knows what's happening there. She's going to be disturbed, hoping for the best. Can she deliver the final delivery in this over? We shall see. Final delivery in over number 16. Down the track, big drive, and Hartman, the keeper, allows it to go through the gloves as well. Hartman, could have been a chance there for a stumping. She lives to survive. Well, our scorer is saying that's the end of the over. The umpire in the two more. Yes, I beg your pardon, 2 more. Another wide. Is this going to be the longest over in the entire tournament? 𝒌𝒐𝒆 Couchman. Skipper. Somebody should go up and pat her on the back and say, no, you're looking a little bit tired. Complete the over. Full toss. Here's a drive. That's a straight drive. Can Fiona get there? Oh my goodness, look at the run in. She gets there. Sends the return in. Lots of energy there, Fiona. She's quick over field.
Yeah, one of the good fielders in the deep. Fiona Benjamin, quick across the ground. And a bit of good work on that occasion. 1 delivery to come in this over number 16. The second over for the captain, 𝒌𝒐𝒆 Couchman. It's not been her best performance.
Yes, it's been a long over by 𝒌𝒐𝒆. Short onto the back foot, down towards mid-on. Williams is there, can't score. Yes, and believe you me, finally over number 16 comes to an end. 89 for the loss of 4.
Here we have a look at the bowling card and a few of the options available for the Hinterland All-Stars. A wicket apiece for Benjamin and Thomas. Thomas has, however, bowled out, so we've got 1 over to come from Beer and Benjamin, as well as 2 from Couchman.
So that makes it 4 overs, whether they're going to go for somebody else or they will continue to look for Benjamin, Beer and Couchman to take them to the end. I doubt whether Couchman might be bringing herself on again, but what's the next option do they have out in the middle there? We shall see.
Interesting times here for the captain, 𝒌𝒐𝒆 Couchman. On another day, it would have been minimal issues as it relates to how the remaining 4 overs would have been bowled. She would have been bowling 2. And, of course, Beer into the attack to bowl her final over. And Benjamin as well, but given that 𝒌𝒐𝒆 Couchman didn't seem comfortable at all in that previous over, I'm not sure exactly who she's going to look to, but we're going to have to wait and see. However, Beer is ready to complete her spell. 3 overs for just 11 runs so far. She's been good.
And starts well. Good delivery. Right on target. Annalisa de Geer. All she can do is to defend it. Well, they have 6 wickets in the bag. They have 3.5 overs more to come. Let's see what the strategy they're going to use. Has been a struggle for de Geer. How's that? Not out, says the umpire. And no doubt this must be of some concern to the Essequibo team. Faced 9 deliveries, score 1 run, 2 consecutive dot ball in over number 17. Good start by Beer.
Swinging for the fences. And a dot ball from Beer. The second batsman we've seen today that had a really good performance over the course of the weekend. But
Hey boy, second bat woman.
I stand corrected. The second batter not able to find her feet.
Oh no, Maria Williams, you've been so brilliant. Well, in fact, no, that's Tiffany LaRose. She has been good in the field, leaking one through there and allowing the run. Laurene Williams come back in strike. She's 37 from 56, 13 away from a half century. I'm wondering if she's keeping count of the runs she has scored out in the middle.
Could be perhaps a bit of motivation for the batter, knowing that she's eyeing an individual landmark. Some batters, they prefer not to know.
Yes, and some of them will tell you I'm keeping count of every single run that is scored. Oh, it's brilliant feeling by Tiffany LaRose, making a little bit of amends for the previous one.
Dot ball to finish with. And just 1 run coming off that over from Sarah Beer. So she finishes a spell. Good bowling, 12 runs, even without picking up a wicket. A lot of pressure being applied by the young bowler.
Yes, certainly. So Sarah Beer, the girl from Zeeburg. Yes, John Ramsing, number 76, very much a part of the Hinterland team. Look at that T-shirt. Yes, and he's doing some direction there. John? Yes, that's the CEO of FL Sports and our commentator here. Always a wonderful gentleman. And it's amazing, he's living his dream. Started off in sports at a very tender age, played the game, went on to work at the Guyana Broadcasting Corporation, NCN, in the sports department. And he was one of the guys, you know, that was very instrumental in getting me on to do radio commentary. John Ramsing, stick with sports, living his dream, man. Fiona Benjamin, she's going to bowl her final over, 1 for 17. Over number 18 is about to be started.
Down towards mid-on. Single off the bat of Annalise Digar.
Now let's see if Laurene Williams is going to change course here. Is she's going to be a little bit more attacking? Will she be looking to come down the track to go over the top, maybe of wide mid-wicket? Is she's going to look to hit straight back past the bowler? She has those shots in her repertoire. Well, she came down the track but just couldn't score. That's a good delivery by Fiona Benjamin. Don't hold it back, one spectator shouted. Remember that song, Don't Hold Me Back?
That's what she was bowling.
Now this is excellent stuff by Fiona Benjamin. Now look, she's not looking for too much pace. She's just holding that ball to bowl as slow as possible and bowling into the wind that is keeping it back as well. So this is thinking from Fiona Benjamin. Full toss, and that's swung around the corner. Just a single here, good run and pick up. The return comes in. Just 1 run. 4 deliveries, 2 runs, 2 dot balls.
Not bad at all from Fiona Benjamin in over number 18.
I wonder if anybody might go in there with a little message and let Laurene Williams know she's 38, 12 away from a half century. She might not have kept count, but you expect her at this time to open up.
Sweeping and sweeping fine. Picked up at fine leg. Just a single.
And another piece of good football this time. But this has brought Laurene Williams back in strike. 93 for 4. She should be looking for a boundary in this over, Laurene. They are still 6 wickets standing. But look at Fiona. She's very, very impressive, Fiona.
And a dot ball to finish with. Great stuff from Fiona Benjamin. Ends the spell. 4 overs, 1 for 20. And after 18, Essequibo, they are 93 for 4.
You mentioned the end of a spell. It has been a brilliant spell as well. One of motivation, one of purpose. And she ends her bowling in the inter-county tournament. No doubt will feel very satisfied. And there we have one of our senior selectors, Mr. Leslie Solomon, on screen. And certainly he has been at all the matches, watching the games, concentrated. Never know where the eyes are when you have on those shades, Nebo. But Leslie has been at so many cricket matches, given good services to Berbice and Guyana cricket. The partnership, 27 from 32, and 11 from 19, Laurene Williams, 4 from 13, Annalisa, and I'm sure they want to improve on that in the final 2 over. This is not a time to play defensive textbook shots. While you may look good, you aren't scoring anything. Maybe the discussion is about that. Get on with the game.
And an opportunity here. Giselle Sampson, she's into both the penultimate over, and it's going to be a very first over of this innings. Of course, a sibling to Quinton Sampson, a young lady with a lot of talent. What can she produce here for the Hinterland All-Stars?
Well, I suspected she would have been the one after the over by Coachman. That's a quick delivery, good ball here by Sampson, just outside the line of the off stump there. And sometimes you remember what happened yesterday? Lots of wide, down the leg side, way outside the line of the off stump. And Coachman will feel satisfied with the first delivery. Well, down the leg side, and didn't make any contact with that one whatsoever. I think she got off there looking to hit it too hard. A little paddle, just get bat onto ball, and that could have gone whistling away towards the backward square boundary. Started well, 2 dot deliveries.
Yeah, the guy looking for power. Not able to make contact. She goes leg side again. Picked up by the fielder on the mid-wicket boundary. And they're going to settle for 1.
Good fielding there by Thomas. Running away, getting the body behind the line. So let's see what will be the role of Laurene Williams now. No doubt she should be looking to get to the pitch of that delivery. Oh no, going through there. That's Tamara Frederick's girl. What have you done? That's an early Christmas gift. Giving away a boundary there. Seemed to have everything covered. And then it just leaked through. William goes to 42.
Sloppy there from Tamara Fredericks. She's got one of the legendary names in Guyanese cricket, and a bit of ordinary performance there on that occasion. Looking to go through the offside. Beats
Well,
the
why
ball.
didn't they run there? There was always going to be a single there. They decide not to go for it. Annalisa Diggar, she was riveted in that crease. Can do far better. The final delivery coming up.
Full delivery. Pump down towards mid-on. And just a single to end the over. So Laurene Williams, she's going to retain strike. She's now moved up to 43. The total 99 for 4 after 19. How many more will Essequibo get?
They'll get a few more. Well, you call the score 99 for 4. 6 legal deliveries remaining here. The final over. Who will be bowling this final over? We are going to see. We're looking at boundaries so far. There have been 52. Shonel Belgrave 7. Barcoy 6. Grimon 5. Madramutu 5. Venezuela 4. And 6 is just 2 in the tournament. Naomi Barcoy smashing both. Remember that yesterday? 𝒌𝒐𝒏𝒔 trusted herself for the final over. Will be hoping for just only a 6-ball over. Laurene Williams 43 from 65 balls. 1-4. This is driven, spanked through the covers, out towards the boundary. Hot chase, she's not going to get there. That's 4 runs. Short delivery onto the back foot and hammering out through the covers for 4. What a fine shot. She has gone on to 47 and no doubt has a chance in scoring her first inter-county T20 half-century. Full toss. That's going to be a wide. Oh, 𝒌𝒐𝒏𝒔. And look at the Essequibo girls. You know, the entire posse, they say, from the dugout. They have come out on the concrete tarmac. They're waiting for that moment for Laurene Williams. Will it happen? Down the track, that's a big swing of the bat. Gone towards mid-on. Fiona Benjamin misfields. That is what pressure can do. Bale's taken off. How's that? Not out, says umpire Raj Narayan. And how much? They got 2 more. She has gone on to 49. Where is your money? Answer me, Nebo.
Not a betting man, however. I'm definitely backing Laurene Williams to get past 50 here today in the Jeet.
Laurene Williams, the teacher girl from from 3 Miles Secondary School. Here is Couchman, bowls to Laurene down the track, strokes it away. That's her half century, her first ever in inter-county T20 tournament. Congratulations to the Essequibo. The skipper has played well, raises the bat, acknowledges the moment. She's going to cherish this for a long, long time. 50 runs, 68 balls, 2 fours. Strike rate of 73, can't come better.
And a bright smile on the face of Laurene Williams, a young lady who really does well with leadership. She's led Guyana at the under-19 level, leading this Essequibo senior women's side and doing so with distinction. The very first half century we've seen, and a brilliant knock here today at Lusignan. Demerara picks up a single, outside edge, picked up a 3rd man.
So I tell you what, 3 Miles Secondary, we know you're listening, you're viewing. Prepare the motorcade. Whenever these girls come home, your teacher deserves that motorcade. Give her a nice meal for Christmas and a gift, and call her Miss.
Into the leg side, mid-wicket comes around, and just a single. So 1 delivery to come, and Annalisa Degar will be on strike.
And I'm sure Laurene Williams is going to cherish that number 74 t-shirt. She might not even wash it. Just pack it up nice in a piece of plastic. Full toss, big swing of the bat. That's gone through the onside field. Look at Fiona Benjamin. Good throw, 2 strong throw. They get 2 more.
And 111 for 4. That is how many Essequibo will finish on. Hinterland will need 112. But take a bow, Laurene Williams. Brilliant knock from the captain, leading from the front. And she remains unbeaten on a well-played half-century.
Yes, and even the visor cannot hide the smile of Laurene Williams. Needs a pat on the back, and I'm sure she's going to get rousing applause by her teammates who are waiting for her as she and Annalisa Degar comes in. Listen to the clap, and I'm sure our cameraman Ryan will be following her all the way. A splendid half-century, ensuring Essequibo 111 for 4 of their 20 overs.
Yeah, brilliant pictures there. Great support for their captain, Team Essequibo. Here we have a look at the batting card. Right at the top of the order, Laurene Williams, 51 from 69. Well played. Tremaine Marks didn't get off today, just 1 from 3. Well played, 17 from Kumar Prasad. And a good hand of 13 from Anastasia Valenzuela. Degar, she remains unbeaten on 8 at the end, and the total is 111.
And that was aided and abetted by 18 extras as well in the bowling department. 2 wickets apiece. In fact, 1 wicket apiece for Thomas and Benjamin. The rest went wicketless. Not a bad bowling performance to keep a mighty Essequibo team down to 111. It speaks volume. In the bowling department, Thomas 1 for 24. Benjamin 1 for 20, Sarah Beer none for 12 from 4. That's brilliant figures. So they'll need 112 from 120 deliveries. We'll be right back. Until then, bye-bye for now. Well, hello there. As you can see out in the middle, a hype of activity there with Essequibo women scoring 111 from their 4 overs, 20 overs gone. The Hinterland women need 112 runs from that 20 overs. Will it be this afternoon where they can transform their form and ensure they get that 112 runs? Well, we shall see. Laurene Williams, you're looking at their scoring, 51, Kumari Prasad 17, Anastasia Valenzuela 13, Thomas 1 for 24, Fiona Benjamin 1 for 20, Sarah Beer none for 12. So those were the highlight. Brilliant 51 from Laurene Williams. She led as the skipper of the team from the start because she opened the batting. Nebo is with me. Nebo looking for 112 runs to win the Hinterland. That's a huge total, but I think they have what it takes to get there.
Yeah, it's going to be a big ask for the Hinterland All-Stars in the Jeet. However, not impossible. So they're going to begin this run chase, as all sides do, with 10 wickets intact and everything to play for. Melina Peters and Mariah Williams opening the batting today. And with the ball, the experienced Kumari Prasad.
Yes, so here's the first delivery. Peters in strike. Off the back foot. Knocked down by Laurene Williams. Can't score. Melina Peters missed a few of the matches due to illness. Came back for yesterday's game. Didn't have a chance to showcase her talent with the bat. But she can hit the ball very, very hard. Nickname Milo. So let's see if the mixture of Milo is going to work for Peters here today.
Looking to go hard.
Now, nothing wrong with looking to go hard, but you have to be very selective. Of course, the fielding restriction is on, and she wants to make use of that by going over the top.
Sometimes get a little voltage thing.
This is the right one.
This is the right one. Yes, one without loss. We're still in the first over here, being bowled by Kumari Prasad, the veteran of Essequibo cricket, and bowling to the right-handed Melina Peters. Let's see what she presents here. Big swing of the bat. That's in the air, but it's going to fall pretty safe. So her intention is very, very clear. She gets a run. Well, we have a special guest in our comebacks this afternoon, a young Honorable Minister, Sarah Brown Sadiq, Minister of Amerindian Affairs. First of all, first time, let us say congratulations to you, dear Minister, for being appointed that by His Excellency President Ali.
Thank you very much for the warm wishes, and of course it's a pleasure to be here at this very interesting match as we're seeing unfolding here this afternoon.
Yes, and you yourself with roots in the hinterland, it's a proud moment for you, I guess.
Yes, of course, it's a proud moment. Not only this being the first time we're having an all hinterland team here in the competition, but also because on the Essequibo side, we also have 2 Region 1 players who are actually my friends. We grew up we grew up together playing. Janet Welcome and Anastasia Valenzuela, yes, they're from my my sub-district, and so I would have played with them in the past. So it's really a proud moment for me to see what's playing out here today at this ground.
Yes, and I know you're going to feel pretty happy. Now, this is actually a brainchild of His Excellency President Mohammed Irfan Ali. What does this mean for the hinterland region?
Well, it shows one thing, and I would have said before, it's a great initiative by His Excellency. And you know, when he would have first announced this, we would have all been excited to see the outcome of this tournament. And not just this tournament, but his approach to cricket more so in the hinterland. We would have seen in Region 9, the Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport would have already been, we're planning on how to look at promoting cricket more so in the hinterland regions. Regions 9, 1, 7, 8, 9 have started already. And so it's good that, we're at this phase we would have already started.
Well, that's great to hear. I know that the people in the hinterland, they love their sport, but so often the opportunities aren't there for them, especially to come out on the coast and participate in this kind of a battle. Well, was it very difficult in putting together the hinterland team?
It wasn't really difficult because we already had a starting point in that we have our annual heritage games where we see a display of talent across disciplines, and we have seen the girls really perform and the males really perform at the heritage games. So we had a basis on which to start, and so I think that the selectors probably had a tough job though in identifying, out of all we had over 800 athletes and so many for cricket, this 14 or maybe 15 who are here today.
Yeah, so tremendous. Marks begins over number 2. It's still 4 without loss. In fact, 5 without loss. Now they need 107 runs to win. Now let's talk what happens after this inter-county tournament. Are there any plans to keep the girls on board?
Yes. So moving forward, we're hoping that these girls can be ambassadors to cricket in their various regions. And I think Region 1 is in a better place because they have some sort of organized cricket more so in that region, but in the other regions at least we can have ambassadors. And I think that moving forward we would have said that we're going to encourage tournaments across the hinterland where we can have maybe scouting done and we can see the raw talent there and the potential.
Yes, and especially in an exciting Guyana today, where sports is just not sports or a game. As we speak with you, we have seen the fall of the first wicket for the hinterland girls. They're 5 for the loss of 1. Good catch taken there by Digyar. These are exciting times. It's not only playing the game, it's a whole industry where people can gain employment.
Yes, of course, and His Excellency would have spoken about creating an orange economy, and all of this would fit into his vision of a Guyana where we have a space for everyone, sports being promoted, tourism, sports tourism, music, and all the creative arts as well, outside of sports. And I think that we're in a good place, as you said. And in the hinterland, the opportunities are many for us now, but we have to take those opportunities as well.
Yes, I do agree with you. And a little birdie told me that the girls from the hinterland will not be going back empty-handed. I understand that you'll be providing them with some kits and so on?
Yes, they would have met with us and they would have asked, and we're trying to procure those kits so they can, at least have their personal equipment, their gear, so that they can be able to, practice and also keep themselves fit.
Yes, 5 for the loss of 1. Sarah Beer comes out into the middle to join Melina Peters. Sarah Beer, a girl from Zeeburg on the west side, and certainly they have come from so many different regions of Guyana. Some from Port Kaituma, Mabura Hill, all the way from Aroraima in the Berbice River as well.
Yes, and I think we also have a few girls here from Kwaiko, that's way up in Region 9. And it's good that it's the first time they would have said that they're having these kind of opportunities where they can be able to come and play really, I would say, first-class cricket in terms of women cricket. Yeah.
Yes, and that's nice. First time they're participating in inter-county cricket. They haven't set the atmosphere ablaze with the bat nor the ball, but trust me, their attitude,
Yes.
to win, to play the game, the smiles on their faces, and every one of them, when you look at them and you say hello, there's a smile, there's a hello, wonderful attitude.
And what's interesting too, that they would have said to me that for many of them it's the first time that they're actually having a feel of this kind of cricket with this kind of ball and bat, and the atmosphere is different, like you said, and that's what make any, as a sportswoman myself, often talent without the kind of discipline and attitude doesn't get us anywhere, so we have to be balanced.
I like that phrase, as a sportwoman myself. Tell me some of the sports you are playing or have played.
Well, I'm an all-rounder, and as you would have seen, I'm a dancer. I used to dance traditional dancing. I actually played at the Heritage Games football, female football. I would have played cricket, but I love football. I would have played volleyball. So I'm an all-rounder, and I appreciate that, in terms of football, we would have had Janet would have played with me already. Janet, Anastasia, they were both on my team for football and cricket. And so that's why we always say discipline gets us anywhere, and talent Without that, we can't see ourselves moving forward without having a balance of both. Yeah.
Absolutely. So 2 of us gone. The
Yes.
Hinterland ladies, they're 8 for the loss of
Yeah, they're
1.
gonna do it.
Peters in strike. You want to leave?
No, but I'm saying that I'm not I'm kind of biased, yes, because you can see my outfit. But go Hinterland.
Oh, gone. Leg
Oh.
before there, Melina Peters. One of your girls has just
Yes.
departed. But you talk about you being a sportswoman yourself. I remember you in dancing. Minister Sonia Parag, Faisal Jafar Ali,
Yes.
and myself at Bat when we had that beautiful get together at the center
Yes.
ground. I remember you on stage. You're good at dancing, indeed.
Yes,
You
I'm
give us
I'm
one
an
of the
all-rounder,
best.
but as you would see, being so active doesn't take away from the politics and what I stand for. Like I said, I'm all-rounded, and even though I may seem, to be a pushover, I would not, stand for disrespect in any form.
Well, at least after yesterday, many will learn that because you stood up like a true colossal, a hero into bullyism, and that was extremely good to see. The thing is this, when you know what you're doing, 100% of the work is completed there.
Yes, and thank you. And once you do whatever you do with your heart, and your heart is in the right place, everything else falls into place.
Absolutely so. So with these kinds of tournament, it's not only the cricket, I guess, and I will encourage you in days to come that many of our hinterland residents, they are trained in scoring. They're trained in operating video camera. Another one has bitten the dust. Tamara Fredericks, and that's the third going down. Wrapped on the pad, given out leg before there. I know they are not good signs, but they can take heart, that irregardless what is happening around them, they are not giving up.
Yes, and that is the spirit. And like I would have said to them when I met them at my office, I said that I must congratulate them because, while we don't acknowledge, many leaders are born out of sports. And I would have said to them that my political career actually started through sports.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was on the football team. I was the person, not the captain, but the person who, when you need a trophy or some fuel to go and play another village, I would be the person who would normally call and say, Mr. Chairman, we need some fuel, to beg some fuel. We need a trophy for this match.
And he can't back off.
No, so, I was that person. And, from there, person started to recognize me and come to me when they needed something. So, like I said to them, the captain and all who represent, their leaders in their own rights.
Yes, absolutely. So nice to hear a minister that is intricately involved in sports. And it is actually the discipline of sport and the attitude that we take that you kind of excel in your other endeavors in life.
Yes, and I always believe that, discipline comes first and foremost. And I think that I would have learned that in sports because I knew that when we were preparing for the Heritage Games, all of us said, well, especially the males, it's about a month away. Nobody is to drink. You're to be here on time. And these are things that because you want to be fit, you want to go out there and really perform. So you have to be disciplined, and I think that I still hold that coming out of sport, that kind of discipline in everything I do here.
Yes, and that's absolutely good to hear. Minister, I don't want to keep you back too long. I know you want to intermix with everybody here. What finally on this little chat, what will you like to say to the people in the hinterland?
What should I say? I always like to speak to young people, and I've said before that there has never been a better time than now to be young in our country when the opportunities are so many. The sky is the limit. We're being exposed to technology, modern facilities, and for us, we have to be able to take those opportunities and be able to understand that sometimes we say opportunity knocks the one. So when these opportunities arise, we take them wholeheartedly and we approach everything, as I said, with discipline. The gold scholarships are there. Everything is the hinterland we are bridging that gap of the coastal and the hinterland. So to all of you who are listening, make use of every opportunity. And as we say, time and tide waits to no man. Now is the time to get up and to get working. Yeah.
And I do agree with you, and I think that's sound and solid and timely advice. I remember as a youngster growing up, I read a book called The Progress of Julius. And Julius was through the window looking up at the clouds. He wanted to catch the clouds. Of course, he couldn't.
Yes.
And then he said to himself, well, if I can't catch them, I must go to them. And the opportunities are there in Guyana, abundant of opportunities. We must go get them.
Yes, I would have heard similar stories myself, which I wouldn't if time would have permitted. But you know, that's it. And like I said, overall we're in a good place now, and we must not let divisive politics or whatever it is forces consume us and move us away from the vision that we have and what we want to achieve.
And that's the reason why President Ali's One Guyana is very relevant to our country today.
Yes, and it's not just his vision, but his actions so far in bridging the gap and building the One Guyana. All of his policies, plans would have, been aligned with having that One Guyana that he speaks of so passionately.
Yes, would you like to say something to the people of Region 5 where I hail from? They love you down there.
Yes, to the people of Region 5. I mean, it's not, for us, we only have one Amerindian village in Region 5.
Maraikabai?
Yes, so, but, your support, it's extremely important to us because, as I say, it doesn't matter which minister goes, we are one government and we all support the same policies, programs, and the development that's happening. So, to all of you, thank you all for your support, Region 5. I love you. The leadership of our party loves you, the government, and keep supporting, believing in us, and we will deliver on all of our commitments.
Thank you so much, Minister. Privilege talking to you on FL Sports.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure being here too, and you're a very lovely host.
Thank you so much. My head is swollen. Thank God I don't have a headpiece. It would have burst into pieces. Yes, it's you want to do a piece of commentary before you go?
I'm not really good at commentary. Well, I talk for a living, but
Well, once you make your living by talking, you can do a little portion of cricket commentary here for us. That's Fiona Benjamin. She's going out in the middle there.
Fiona Benjamin, she's from Seaby. And, I think that their spirits may be daunted by now in the fall of wickets and how the scoreboard is looking like, but I'm confident that they will step up to their game. It's early in the game. And, with the right attitude, they can be able to move forward,
Yeah, so at least do one ball for us. Tremaine Marks will be bowling, and Fiona Benjamin will be facing. We know you're multi-talented.
Right, so
let's hear that voice and description.
This is Tremaine Marks, and she comes into Fiona, but there's a miss. How we say? Good attempt, but bad results.
I like that one. Good attempt, but bad result. You meant missing that one outside the line of the off stump.
All right, yes. So I think that's about my career here.
Thank you so much, Minister. Joy speaking with you. Do enjoy the rest of the evening.
Sure, likewise. Yeah.
Minister Sarah Brown-Sadiq, was a pleasure having you with us on FL Sports. We do look forward for that partnership the next time. Well, it's 9 for the loss of 4. We're in over number 4 at the moment, and their back is against the wall. Can they recover from this disaster that they find themselves in? We do not know, but it's not a good place to be. Benjamin 1 from 2 and Kelsey Couchman 1 from 5, surviving out in the middle as Minister Sarah goes around to chat with the other spectators in the ground. It's a good time to say hello once again to Nebo. Nebo, 10 for the loss of 4. This is disaster.
Most definitely not the start that the Hinterland All-Stars would have been hoping for. 4 quick wickets going down, just 10 runs on the board.
Yes, not looking good for them at all. Essequibo coming out, and certainly all over the Hinterland girls. They just to calm down a little, Hinterland, build a little partnership. Fiona can strike the ball. We have seen what she did in earlier games. You look at that little worm there. Not this one. This is one of the antennas that we have on the east coast of Demerara. Of course, having signals for television stations and also maybe some internet connections as well. Berbice women, prior to this one, 4 points. Essequibo women, 4 points. They win here, they're going to top the table, and I don't think anything can stop them this afternoon.
Kumar Prasad bowling with her tail up. 2 wickets for 5 runs so far, and she comes to Kelsey Couchman and once again beats her outside the line of the off stump.
Yeah, it was short and wide and looking to play the extravagant shot. So the news is tomorrow, the final, right here at Lusignan, starts at 13 hours or 1 p.m. and that's going to pit Berbice against Essequibo. So Lusignan will be the place for you to come down tomorrow and enjoy a good game of cricket. It's the final. And it's the Guyana Cricket Board, Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport 1 Guyana, Senior Women's Intercounty T20 final tomorrow, 1 p.m. Berbice, the ancient county, against the Cinderella County Essequibo. Defending for all her worth here is Couchman, as Kumari's teasing her just outside the line of the off stump.
Yeah, 4 consecutive dot deliveries so far in over number 5. Loads and loads of pressure. Can't seem to find a run from anywhere. The Hinterland All-Stars women. Captain out in the middle. And a good shot, a square drive.
Oh, where are you going, Coachman? And Williams taking off the bails, but she is home, looking for that single. You won't want to see her looking for a quick single. Yeah, stay there, bat, enjoy the moment. You know, do not let your team be bundled out so early. Take them down into the latter overs of this 20-over game. Very cool afternoon on the east coast of Demerara.
Yeah, quite cool indeed. And almost a suicidal run attempt on that occasion from Kelsey Couchman. She survives. Just 1 run from 10 deliveries. They need 102 from 91 deliveries remaining.
That's a wide. The intent was good though, planting the left leg across and looking to bang it through the offside field, but far too wide.
Kelsey Couchman not afraid to go offside as she just stops that one. Most of the batters looking to pull deliveries wide outside the off stump into the leg side, but she's comfortable going through the offside, but unable to pick up the gap so far. 5 overs completed, and the Hinterland women, they're 11 for 4.
Yes, and you're looking at the top run getters. Naomi Barcoy, 56, 48 Madrimo, 243 Belgrave, 43. As well, number 4. Not too many runs there, but today's innings by Laurene Williams. Yes, Laurene would have gone to the top with a half century. It was a majestic innings. Real classy half century from her. Belgrave is in strike and Fiona can bat. She can hit the ball. She can play the defensive shot as Marks continues her 3rd over. 2 for 5. Swung down the leg side, over the head of the deep backward square, out towards the boundary. Will it get there? No. And they'll go back and complete 2. Just that she can hit the ball, just getting into the thick of things.
Yeah, good shot from Fiona Benjamin. Comfortably clearing that fielder behind square on the leg side. And now she's going to be sent down to the boundary.
Is their intention to continue sliding down the leg side?
One thing you don't want to see is a field being set for bad bowling. Perhaps hoping that Benjamin, her next attempt at that stroke could be a top edge and bring that fielder into play.
Well, that's plumb. LBW says umpire Amit Rajnarayan. Fiona looking to go down the leg side at a straight one. And that's the 5th wicket going down. 13 for 5 in over number 6. That looked plumb. Look at this one here. Yes, swinging at one down the leg side. Would have preferred to come forward and drive straight down mid-on. Maybe through mid-off. She decided to go down the leg side. 13 for 5. It's not looking good.
Yeah, she does score a lot of her runs in that leg side area. And looking to go leg side once again, this time missing it completely. Tremaine Marks, the beneficiary of that false stroke from Fiona Benjamin. And Marks, she now picks up a 3rd wicket. 3 wickets for just 7 runs. And a brilliant bowling performance here from the star all-rounder from Essequibo.
Yes, absolutely. So baby Samson of the Quinton Sampson's family, she has come out into the middle. Fiona didn't last too long, 3 from 6, replacing her. Young girl just off secondary school, age 17, from the Caracaria place in Essequibo, just on the banks of the Essequibo River. Comes from a cricketing family. Mama Sampson, she loves cricket. Her son, Quinton Sampson, and another brother as well plays cricket. Quinton is in the Abu Dhabi T10 League. Good for him, making some money. You know, we wish him all the success. He waited a long time for that. 25 years of age, Quinton, still a whole future in front of him. He will love for his baby sister to do well here today. Oh, that's a good looking shot. Stretching forward and driving down towards mid-off.
Excellent shot to begin with from Giselle Sampson. Full face of the bat presented to that delivery from Tremaine Marks.
Runs into the onside field where there should have been a single there, but deciding against it. Looks good with the bat in the hand.
Yeah, looks to be taking her time. First 2 deliveries, even though she hasn't picked up a run, did come off the bat quite nicely. Clean bowled! Well, after 2 good shots to begin with, she's been clean bowled, and Tremaine Marks, she continues on her merry way. She finishes her 3rd over and has now picked up a 4th wicket. 4 wickets for just 7 runs, as we say. Good afternoon once again to Mr. John Ramsing.
Is it really a good afternoon, Delvin? Hello, everyone. Playing across the line again. That has been the situation with a lot of these girls from the Hinterland All-Stars. Giselle Sampson, no different. Has the ability, has the potential. But today is just not her day. Seen 6 wickets already tumbling in no time. So that type of batting display the selectors will be happy with. But now Tiffany LaRose has an opportunity to perhaps get a good score for herself.
That's right. Another good all-rounder in the Hinterlands All-Star side. She's actually the vice captain of this side. Seems to be nursing a bit of a niggle though, John.
Yes, that left is one of her legs actually just behind where the strapping of the pad is. It's actually caused her a bit of bruising. So that's something that she has been nursing all season. So the only way for that to heal is time away. But she's a crucial member of the side, a very vital member. So not taking any chances. Essequibo, on the other hand, they have been doing very well, taking all of their boxes ahead of tomorrow's final. Kumari Prasad, another dream day for her. Did someone say 37 or 17? She has the energy level of a 17-year-old. The experienced campaigner.
Yeah, really doing well in this tournament. Kumar Prasad utilizing every bit of her experience and still quite fit. And another wicket. Clean bowled is the captain, Kelsey Couchman. And Kumar Prasad, she picks up her 3rd wicket.
Reminds me so much of Imran Tahir. At the age of 45, running around, picking up wickets, lead wicket taker in the GSL, right up there for CPL over the years. But back to this delivery, full delivery, lots of turn, and hit him middle stump 3/4 way up. Perfect delivery for an off spinner to a right-handed batter. And that is all she wrote for captain Kelsey Couchman. Nursey will have to go back. 13 for 7.
Well bowled, Kumar Prasad. That comparison to the Guyana Amazon Warriors captain Imran Tahir, if my math serves me correctly, it will give Kumar Prasad just about 8 more years at the inter-county level, John.
Let me start a trend, you never know. Rasdell Thomas now the new batter. So fresh batters at the crease for the Hinterland All-Stars. Essequibo doing very well in the field as well. We saw one catch being floored from the captain herself very early, and eventually she took one to make amends. So Kumari Prasad looking for another wicket. 𝒏𝒊𝒐𝒓, tall young lady. She'll be looking to survive.
99 runs required from 82 deliveries. It's been all Essequibo, as it has been for the duration of this T20 tournament.
Yeah, they have played unbeaten. Beaten the other sides, Demerara Berbice. Here they are about to complete victory. Full toss. And any day you'll put that away. Even if your side is under some pressure. Good way to get off the mark. 𝒏𝒊𝒐𝒓, 4 runs.
Yeah, good contact. Muscled that one into the leg side. And a welcome boundary of the bat of 𝒏𝒊𝒐𝒓. Bit of an appeal, stifled, and they come through for a single. The umpire signals for a leg by.
So like I was saying, Essequibo playing unbeaten. Berbice losing one game, that game to Essequibo. But two teams will have a chance again. This is what happened, or is happening, transpiring in this T20s format. So Berbice and Essequibo qualifying early for the final.
Quicker delivery, but again just sliding down the leg side.
It is the final delivery of her spell, Kumari Prasad. So that's it tomorrow. Berbice against Essequibo women, the final right here at Lusignan, 1 p.m. start. So another wide. Just holding the ball a bit too tight, Kumari Prasad.
And not happy with herself. She's bowled remarkably well so far. 3 wickets for 12 runs. And just looking to finish off nicely here. Tiffany LaRose yet to get off the mark. Cuts this one away. Picked up by the fielder at square leg. At point, as a matter of fact, and just a single.
So Kumari Prasad has completed her spell. 4 overs, 3 for 13. At the end of 7, it's 21 for 7. 1 over out of the power play done as well. So 21 for 7 and all sorts of trouble. And our selectors are looking on at this game closely. No one into double figures. Extras 8 as well. You have to keep an eye on the extras. Extras tend to top score, come very close to being the top score. Peters no score. Mariah Williams. Peters 2, sorry. Mariah Williams. Sarah Beer 2, Fredericks no score, Couchman 1, Fiona Benjamin 3, Crystal Sampson no score, LaRose and Thomas at the crease. It's just a matter of survival now. Appeal and finger goes up. I was saying they're playing for survival, and Tremaine Marks gets 5 at the start of her 4th and final over. Congratulations to her. And look at this, the final of those 5 wickets. The big one, Tiffany LaRose, trapped on the crease, pulling across the line. A ball that hardly got up, and she sent on her way for a single. 21 for 8 in over number 8. Congrats to Marks, another 5 for her.
Well, Tremaine Marks, she's definitely been on the mark today, all puns intended. 5 wickets for just 7 runs, and she's still got 5 deliveries to come. This Essequibo side, high in spirit. They really do play well as a team. And well led by Laurene Williams. A lot of experience going around. Likes of Janet Welcome. They've played a lot of cricket in the Essequibo region.
So that really is the long walk, as they say. Tracy Ann Hartman is a new batter. She's already at the stumps. Long legs, Tracy Ann Hartman. So she got there quickly. We saw her behind the stumps in the first half of the game. Now here she is in front of the stumps. Let's see her ability in front of the stumps.
Coming in at number 10. Perhaps a lot of latent ability there, John. May not have quite tapped into that talent. However, an opportunity presenting itself here today.
Young lady from Roraima up the Berbice River. Takes some amount of challenging terrain to conquer to get to this part of the country. But she's here representing the Hinterland All-Stars.
And a good push into the offside to begin with. No run and offer. At least she looks to be playing straight, John.
Yes, she has some elegance about her. Big appeal. Her opposite number in terms of wicket keeper. Laurene Williams bellowing an appeal. Not sure for what.
Laurene Williams has been good behind the stumps. Another young lady who has also showed her batting talent and gave us a glimpse of her potential in this tournament.
Very close. Umpire right in the right says not out, however. Ball marginally. Look at that. You can see the off stump. While she was shaping the play, you could have seen the off stump. So get the impression it's going to go down, sliding. A wicket maiden to end her spell. Tremaine Marks, magical figures. 4 overs, 5 wickets for 7. Well bowled, young lady. 8 overs gone, 21 for 8.
Yeah, remarkable. And a lesson to young bowlers who would have just observed what Tremaine Marks did. She's never afraid to give that ball some air. She doesn't try to rush through her bowling and bowl too flat. Always gives the ball maximum opportunity to do something. And definitely shining on this occasion. 5 wickets for 7 runs. Exceptional work, Tremaine Marks.
40 dot balls out of a maximum 48 deliveries. And the opening bowlers sharing the 8 wickets to fall so far. But both of the opening bowlers are out of the attack now, finishing their spell of 4 overs each. And we're going to be seeing Annalisa Degar. Look at that, 19 dot balls. 4 overs, 1 maiden, including 19 dot balls. 5 wickets, 7 runs conceded. The grass starts slightly down the leg side and 2 runs conceded. Gracel Thomas helps herself to 6. I guess you're looking forward to that big final tomorrow, Delwyn.
Most definitely am. It is poised to be quite the exciting encounter.
Oh no.
Almost a chance of a run out. I don't think Annalisa Degar was able to take that cleanly.
The return came in. I think she disturbed the woodwork with her body and not with ball in hand. This to tell you exactly what happened. So we're back live and they're running again for a single. Umpire over that, Samru says she's not out previously. She lives to fight another day. 25 for 8 now.
tall seam bowler Annalisa Degar. In she comes. Help down to mid wicket. They're looking for two. And just a single in the end.
The batter guilty of ball watching. But I guess he's thinking that there's no need to come out for the second just yet. It's not like you're getting closer to the target as she needs to be on strike. But she might have been hoping to get back on strike to prolong the innings. Hartman swing and a miss. Beats the keeper. That's one thing they'll have to work on, the Hinterland All-Stars. Another thing I should say. Running between the wickets. And especially as the ball eludes the keeper.
Bit of pace on that occasion from Degar.
In the air, in the hands and out. Another chance created but not taken. Degar completes her first over. It's now 27 for 8.
Disappointing there. The fielder not able to hang on. Opportunity created but Ghana begging. They need 2 additional wickets to win this match, Team Essequibo. And advance to the final with an unbeaten record. They've been quite formidable. And here we have a look at the comparisons of the skyscrapers. A lot more dots over those blue buildings against the yellow. And that's largely due to the efforts of Tremaine Marks and Kumar Prasad. We're going to have a bit of Janet welcome for the first time. Another utility player in this Essequibo side. She can bowl at any stage of the innings. She could also bat at any number in the order.
Coming to have a ball for the first time in over number 10. Janet welcome, affectionately called Gemma. She really is a gem among her teammates. Strange story, she was not picked initially for Essequibo. I was belatedly included and eventually started in the first 11 this season. Strange things happen in cricket. Here she is. Had an ordinary day yesterday with ball. Lots of extras served up. Today she is having a good start. Just a single from her first delivery.
Yeah, John, well, it definitely speaks to staying ready. Sometimes you might feel as though you do deserve an opportunity and it's not presented to you initially. It can dampen your confidence. But as a sports person, you've got to be able to tell yourself that whenever the opportunity presents itself, I will be ready to perform at my best. Janet Welcome definitely performing at her best in this tournament.
Big appeal for a caught at the wicket. I guess she's trying to convince the umpire that the ball was not wide enough to be called wide because the batter hit it. It was not the case. Umpire did not move.
Halfway through over number 10. Janet Welcome just taking her time. Latoya Williams doing some repairs to the wicket. Just about ready to put on the bails, and we're ready for delivery number 4.
This one is going to go close to the boundary, if not over. Well hit, good connection. And it's gone down towards long on for 4. That's her second boundary of this innings. She's into double figures.
Yeah, almost a lawn tennis shot on that occasion, John Ramsing. Well timed and beautifully played down the ground. Hinterland women move up to 32 for 8. Welcome into Thomas once again, and this time she's pumping that one down to mid-wicket. They come back for 2, and unfortunately, Giselle Thomas is going to have to go via the run-out route. Another mix-up.
Lots of hesitation. Yes, no, yes, no. Eventually gone for 13. But they have been looking at all of the games in the tournament. And you do not take on the arms of persons like Fiona Benjamin. This time it is Shannon Belgrave right back at mid-wicket with a very good return. The keeper just had to leap in the air, but it was right over the stumps. Came down and just breaking the stumps. That is the end of an exciting little knock from Giselle Thomas. She goes to 13. 33 for 9. Time for some drinks. Just the final drinks break before the final. So we will take a drink as well and come back. Drinks break over, and the final pair at the crease for the Hinterland All-Stars. And it's the young lady from Kwaiko in the Rupununi making her debut, about to face up Anyfield Suzanne Balvadora from Kwaiko village in the Rupununi. Halfway stage, 10 overs completed. So you see nothing there in terms of our stats. Brand new to this cricket. 33 for 9. Last pair of the crease now, Nablet.
Match summary so far. just looks to be a Cinderella story. Everything in favor of Essequibo.
Take nothing away from Laurene Williams. Set it up nicely. 51 from 69.
Hartman on strike. Looking to go leg side, and the umpire reckons that is out.
That's a number 11 decision, I would say. You tend to be a bit harsh on the tail. Ball pitching on the line of the leg stump. And in the eyes of umpire Omarat Samroot, was going to go on to hit the leg stump as well. So that is the end of the innings, end of the match. Essequibo women falling meekly for 33. Hinterland All-Stars, I beg your pardon, giving Essequibo women victory by 78 runs. A dress rehearsal, you'll say, for Essequibo ahead of the final tomorrow, where they take on Berbice women. So they completing their quota of matches unbeaten on 6 points. Berbice women, Essequibo women tomorrow from 1 p.m. right here at Lusignan. This is the batting lineup, 8 extras, the top scorer. In fact, no, Grassley Thomas with 13. Everyone else in double figures, 8 extras there as well. 1 delivery in the 11th over being used. So clinical bowling performance from Essequibo.
Yeah, and the bowlers really coming to the party here for Essequibo. 5 wickets for Tremaine Marks, 3 for Kumari Prasad. Annalise Degar picking up 1, and of course a run out in the mix as well. So a good team effort, definitely high on confidence heading into that final match tomorrow.
And no partnerships of note, but congrats to Tremaine Marks, another 5 for the girl from the Pomeroon River. Parker Farms in the Pomeroon River. No good support. So Laurene Williams will finish as the leading wicket run scorer at the end of a preliminary stage. 82 runs, including that half century, the lone half century of the tournament. Yomi Barkoy, the other batter to pass 50 with 56 runs, including 2 sixes we saw yesterday at LBI. Tilia Madramutu got close, he's on 48. And in terms of bowling, Tremaine Marks leading the way, 7 scalps. Shanita Grimman, the captain of Berbice, with 6 wickets, and Kumari Prasad, the energetic young lady, with 5 scalps, as well as Kiana Leach. So some of the stats of the tournament, lots of individuals putting up their hands, and no doubt will want to continue tomorrow when Berbice women take on Essequibo women in the final from 1 p.m. at Lusignan. We encourage you to join us at that time on FS Sport, or if you cannot be at the ground, as we wrap up our coverage here today. Essequibo women winning over the Hinterland All-Stars by 78 runs. Your closing words today, Nablet, before we wrap things up.
Yeah, good game. Commiserations to the Hinterland All-Stars women. They weren't able to win a game in either of these formats. Nonetheless, a lot to be taken away. A lot of good talent coming to the forefront, and they're going to be looking forward to being a lot more active. We're looking forward to seeing them next season, Jono.
Lots of expectations indeed. Honorable Minister Sarah Brown-Shadick is still with us, and she's actually going to meet the teams again on field, no doubt, having a pep talk with the Hinterland All-Stars as they wrap up their campaign, and we'll be having a word as well with Essequibo as they look to claim the double. They've taken the Super 50 title, and now they're in the final again to take the T20 title. It's left to be seen. We trust that you have enjoyed our coverage here today from Lusignan. It's been a late start because of rain, but we managed to complete everything, giving you coverage right into the palm of your hands from the east coast of Demerara. On behalf of Nablet, that's Delvin Nablet and Indrajit Prasad, and the entire technical team here at FS Sport at Lusignan, my name is John Ramsing, telling you, if you can be good, then be careful. Please take care of yourselves and each other. Until tomorrow, it's goodbye.